Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your You and Them love reading. We're going to be looking at what's going on in your connection and how you feel about each other. As always, keep in mind these readings are general, so they will not resonate with every Sagittarius watching. So let's jump right into your reading for Sagittarius. What do we need to know for Sagittarius? This reading will be for those of you that are in some sort of a connection or have someone in mind already. Let's see, for Sagittarius. Spirit angels, messages, guidance, please. For Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what we get for you, Sagittarius. So what's going on in your connection? We have the Sun, Justice, Libra energy, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, on your end here, we have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. And on your person's end, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy is a Two of Swords, indecision, stuck energy. Seven of Wands, interesting energy. What I'm getting with the Sun and Justice together, I'm getting happy outcome, but we'll see. We'll clarify these energies. I'm also getting that some of you could be dealing with a situation where you have to fight for your connection, fight for your relationship. It's like you have to face challenges together. And I feel like you have something to say, or you have an important knowledge now with the Ace of Swords. At least when it comes to your person, there's clarity, there's communication, there's an important conversation that maybe you're having with this person. Okay, so I'm going to first get some energy oracles for your connection. Can you tell us more, Spirit, for Sagittarius for this connection? Okay, we have cold shoulders. Someone is feeling shut out. What else? What else for Sagittarius? And lucky, fortunate, and blessed. Hidden feelings at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, cold shoulder, hidden feelings. Someone could be keeping something to themselves. Maybe they have something to say, they just haven't said it. This could be you or your person because both of your energies are here. Someone could be feeling like the other person isn't really including them. Maybe you want clarity here. We'll clarify and see, but this is just the energies I'm picking up as I take out these energies. Okay, what else? Let's get some stellar guidance. What else for Sagittarius? What do you need to know? And with the Queen of Wands here and the Ace of Swords, I'm getting that this communication or this truth, someone is motivated by something when, related to that truth or that communication. So I can't wait to clarify and see what that's about. What can you tell me about this connection between Sagittarius and the person they're thinking about or connecting with at this time? Very soon. Okay, so something could be happening quickly. We have a cycle is ending. And what's this? Spring. Well, spring is almost here. So that definitely is very soon. So I feel like things are moving quickly or happening quickly here. Bottom of the deck, the future is bright. So I sense between lucky, the future is bright, a cycle, ending here, spring, things happening quickly. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. So let's get some clarity for you. Can we get some clarity, please, on these energies for Sagittarius? Can we get some clarity, please? What do we need to know? I want to start with the Seven of Wands, just because I'm curious. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Why is the Seven of Wands here? Three of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? The Moon, Pisces energy. Why is the Seven of Wands here? The Hermit. Okay, so when I get the Hermit, Virgo energy here, by the way, when I see the Hermit with the Moon and the Three of Wands, it's like someone doesn't have clarity or the answers. Someone isn't getting the information, the facts. They're still seeking, waiting around perhaps for information to come in or for someone to reveal something here. But the Seven of Wands is telling me that someone's feeling maybe a bit on guard because they don't really know exactly what's coming, or they can sense that something's off, but they don't have all of the information. They don't have all of the facts with the Moon, Pisces energy. And the Three of Wands is almost like there's a waiting period here. It's like someone's waiting for this information, Queen of Swords. Waiting for a specific message, or waiting for a truth to be revealed, or an important conversation. And there's Justice. And behind Justice, the Ace of Swords. So this is all related. So let's see what Justice is about. Could be a legal matter for some of you, something official with the, official institutions, a final decision there, or it could be that someone just wants justice. What's this Justice energy about? Why is Justice here? Oh. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. It's like someone's waiting for an opportunity that's fair, an opportunity that has potential. Empress energy here, and look what's behind that, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like the potential for things to turn around, potential for abundance, a lucky break. It's like someone's waiting for this, you or this other, or your person you're dealing with. There's something that you're waiting for, maybe an offer from a particular person. Tell me about the Sun. Why is the Sun here? Strength, Leo energy. Could be dealing with a Leo, someone with Leo in their chart. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Tell me about the Sun. Why is the Sun here? Why is the Sun here? Knight of Wands. And then there's the Two of Wands, which your person has down here, the Two of Wands. Well, with Strength and the Knight of Wands, I think of someone with the courage to act, the courage to make a move of some sort, or move quickly towards something. But the King of Pentacles would never be a Knight of Wands. They're opposite energies. King of Pentacles very thoughtful. They don't like taking risks. They like doing things the slow way because it's, in their mind, they have the more opportunity for being successful. King of Pentacles for me as a reader typically is already in some sort of a commitment or has obligations, provides, has responsibilities. Someone like a business owner or a parent or the provider of their family. But with the Sun is a card about good news, celebration, joy, happiness. But for me as a reader, it's also a card about clarity. When the Sun is out, everything's clear. You can see everything. Everything is nice and bright. There's no shadows. Everything is at face value. I think when I see all of these energies together, I think that there's a King of Pentacles that either you are this King of Pentacles or your person's a King of Pentacles, and they want to move towards their happiness. This requires them to make a decision here with the Two of Wands. Let's see. What's this Knight of Wands about? Why is the Knight of Wands here? What's this Knight of Wands about? The Knight of Cups. Oh yeah. This is about coming forward, expressing themselves, expressing, you know, offering their cup to someone, their cup of love. Very sincere, the Knight of Cups. So I feel like someone here with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, there's a goal in mind. There's a goal that someone has. But with the Two of Wands that showed up, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles, I think timing is a factor. It's like someone's waiting for either something to come out or to make a certain decision or for an outcome of some sort. Let's get some insight into your energies here. Tell me more about the energies between Sagittarius and this other person. Tell me about Sagittarius and this other person. I desire you. Sagittarius, you have, I think you want something from this person specifically. I don't know what it is. I think it's going to be different for all of you, but you definitely want something. I don't think this is just I desire you as in like a sexual thing or something in regards to like intimacy and chemistry, but I feel like this person could be your ideal partner or the person you see yourself with. The person that is your wish fulfilled. Tell me about the person Sagittarius has or will be dealing with. What about the person Sagittarius? Please forgive me. Maybe they have something to apologize for. Maybe that's why the cold shoulder is here, why they have the Five of Pentacles. Maybe they're out in the cold right now due to some actions that their behavior, actions they made. Now a cycle is ending. I'm trying to figure out who here has that. If it's you or them. I'm working on myself at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's get some kippers. What else? What else can you tell me? For Sagittarius, what else? What else do I need to know? Marriage. Either this person is married or in a commitment, or this is what you want with them. Lovers. Oh yeah, there's definitely a connection here that you feel for this person. Tell me about the person that Sagittarius is dealing with. Of course, Sagittarius, you can flip these energies if they resonate more. Pathway. Okay, so this person has a long way to go. And this Two of Wands, I feel, yeah, bad health. Occupation at the bottom of the deck. This person is on a long journey. Like the Pathway card is a card about being on a certain journey, but you have much more to go. And I think this person, they're not doing well. Maybe because they know that whatever path they're on, it's not over. There's still a lot to do. There's still a lot to work on. They're still far from their goal. Wedding. Okay, there's someone here that's definitely like married. There's separation. This could have been someone you were married to, or someone that is married but needs to be separated, or is married but separated. Okay, tell me about this other person. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So when I see these two cards together, I get that this person needs reassurance when it comes to you, but I don't know why. Because if they're in a connection already, if they are already married or you're married, then it's not necessarily safe for you to love them because there's this obstacle. I hope I make sense there. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not going to get anybody's business, right? But there's lots of couples that are married but unhappy, right? There are lots of unhappily married couples out there. And this is a story that always shows up in tarot readings, especially if you watch love tarot readings. Now, I'm not condoning anything, but it is very common for someone to, while they're unhappy, they fall for someone else. Or they're unhappy in a marriage that is just a marriage of convenience, right? It's not a marriage based off of love. It's based off of convenience. And so, you know, feelings arise, situations develop where someone does fall in love. And that's where we get these third-party energies that show up. However, there are obstacles. Obviously, you cannot be with someone. I mean, there's no longevity when you're with someone that's already in another situation, or when you're in a situation, because, you know, there's that existing barrier. It's a barrier that exists that prevents things from really moving forward in a healthy way. So I feel like this person, they need to know that it's going to be okay for them to pursue you. And that can only happen if a cycle is ending, which we already know. So let's look over here. I have you with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. I think you want the truth from this person about what their intentions truly are with you. What actions are they planning to take? What's the future hold for you and this person? I feel like you just need to know this. Tell me about the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands. About the Ace of Swords and Queen of Wands. The Sun shows up again. I think this is about clarity. Let's just put it all out there. Four of Wands. I also feel like this is the potential for what could be. The future is bright. So it's almost like you've met this person, you have a history with this person in some way, or an attraction to this person. But it's like, let's talk about the decisions we have to make, the path we have to be on if we are to be together. Yeah, because of the Hangman. There's love, there's emotions, there's feelings involved, but is there action? Is there planning, preparation? I think you want to know. You want to know that. Maybe you've been waiting and you're done with waiting. Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotions here. There's feelings for sure. Some of you might feel like this is your soulmate. Four of Wands, the Sun, the Queen of Cups. When I see all those cards together, I think, you know, a soulmate. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. I think that both of you are not doing well with the state of your connection. You have not received justice. At least you don't feel that, or your person doesn't feel that way. And I believe it's because there's the third-party interference. Now, once again, I'm not here to condone anything or say that someone, you know, is doing the right thing or whatever. That's not my business. I'm just here to tell you what the cards are showing. But what I see here is that, you know, it's the obstacle or the situation that everybody finds themselves in with a third-party situation. Will we be together or not? Period. Are we doing this or not? Are you going to remain there, or are you going to start a new path? That's always going to be that's how everything's going to end up. So I feel like this is what your person is going through. They have to make a decision. They have to choose this path if they want to go down this path or not. You know, they need to decide yes or no. It's very hard to have a successful relationship where, you know, you're juggling too many things. There's no longevity there, like I said. At least not any happy, fulfilling relationship. I mean, and there's a lot of people that end up choosing to stay with their current situation just because it's more comfortable, it's easier, it's the right thing to do, etc., etc., etc. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to choose happiness over that. So that's like the big conflict. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person, they're thinking about the long term. Yeah, the Lovers, Ten of Pentacles, either an existing partnership that they're thinking about or the future of your connection. Are they able to commit to you? Yeah, they need to tell you. This needs to be discussed. This is the elephant in the room. Yep, Knight of Swords. You're both thinking about the same thing. You both know that you've hit you've hit a point where a decision has to be made. Maybe Sagittarius, you're asking for an ultimatum, or you're just wanting to know. You're demanding to know. I need to know what's going on, where this is going to end up. I need to know. I feel like, are we doing this or not? It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. And once again, I'm just reading the cards. I'm reading what shows up, the message that shows up. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do or to say that, one thing's right, one thing's wrong. But I feel like for the Sagittarius that I'm reading for, a cycle needs to end. And as of right now, what I see is more communication than action, which is very concerning to me. Cycles don't end on their own. Cycles don't end by themselves. That's not how cycles work. Now, if this person decides that, yes, they're going to be with you, they're going to commit to you, there's work involved that they have to do, which they're aware of. But that's probably going to take some time. And this is, again, another situation with third-party connections, is how long can you really wait to be with your person? When is waiting too long, like too big of a problem, right? I mean, just talk to Gemini. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I'm going to take this to the extended because that's something that I want to ask. Where is all of this headed? Clearly, we want to look at the future energies between you, but what specifically is your person going to do? What are their next steps? What actions are they going to take? What are their intentions, right? Because their feelings are pretty clear. I feel like they know that you're the one, and they have a lot to apologize for, probably because they've been dragging their feet. But it's like, if we are in a third party situation, if that's what this is, then feel free to let me know in the comments if that's the case. If you are in that situation, then, when is too long, like too long? Does that make sense? How long can you really wait for someone? How long can you hold on to the idea of a bright future? At some point you have to pull the trigger.